This is Carla, and she works in the facilities team at the head office of a nationwide building company. Building and selling houses, they work with contracts all the time here and handle a lot of personal information on customers, staff and contractors that needs to be kept secure. So it's Carla's job to review not only the company's physical security, but the end-to-end protections required to ensure data privacy. Like most companies, they have an alarm on their building and contactless ID cards to control access. So they might think they can keep the bad people out. But all data breaches start with a person operating on the inside of these external safeguards. Someone who has an ulterior motive, or who simply makes a mistake. And there are lots of people in a busy office like this. Businesses like this one don't think too much about security inside their office because they presume it's safe. But Carla can see all kinds of opportunities to access private data without logging into any devices. There are documents on tables, ID badges left on desks anyone could easily borrow, and computer screens left unlocked. These documents are sales orders with a lot of customer data. If somebody walked out of the door with them, the truth is, nobody would probably know. It would be handy to know who printed these, but currently Carla has no way to find out. Computer networks connect people to even more of the company's data. Look at all these access ports. It only takes one unprotected port connected to a portable device holding infected data to compromise their entire network. And it's difficult for Carla to know where sensitive, personally identifiable data exists, not only in their network databases, but also in portable devices. Mobile devices are everywhere these days, and many people, including external contractors and guests, want to use them to print, scan and share documents across company networks. Carla needs a secure way to allow them to do this without putting sensitive data at risk or creating more work for network administrators. It's easy to forget about the importance of security for multifunctional printers like this one. They have the processing power of a network server and often store information that passes through them on a hard disk. Plus, they can connect to the internet and the company's network. To limit access to authorized users only, they already issue contactless cards to employees for authentication. But unless it's configured correctly, this device could be a backdoor to their data. Here's how printing works in their office. Ian here is printing out a contract. From his desktop, he prints via a universal driver to any one of the printers on the network. This makes it more secure because they have just one driver for color and one for black and white printing. And the data gets encrypted from the moment he presses print and stays encrypted until the paper comes out of the printer. But what happens to a document that doesn't get picked up straight away? Users can walk away if the printer jams or doesn't print as expected. And when the printer recovers, their document can end up in the output tray for anyone to take. Or people, like Ian here, can forget to collect it because they get distracted. And if they are sensitive documents like this contract, the company has a potential security risk. At head office, they work with many contractors who want to share and print documents from memory sticks. But this always carries the threat of viruses infiltrating company networks. Carla wants to check to make sure these MFPs are configured with the security standards required to allow safe guest printing without causing extra hassle for their own network administrators. Trying to safeguard all of the endpoints on the network is all the more frustrating when confidential documents like these find their way into the waste bins and not the shredder, with no record of who produced or binned them. Implementing data loss prevention software will help protect their sensitive documents before, during, and after printing. Another thing for Carla's to-do list. With DLP software, they can track what documents are printed, when, and by whom, and it gives them more security options, like preventing sensitive documents from being scanned and closing the loop when documents are printed from their finance system. Devices are used to print, capture, copy, fax and email a multitude of documents. But sometimes they can retain data on their hard drives, and that's a potential security issue. When this one from the HR department leaves the office, there could be copies of passports, payslips, and other confidential documents left on the hard drive. Information that's valued by criminals. Canon offers a range of security features and services to remove personal data residing in MFPs permanently, either while the MFP is in operation or at end of life, giving Carla the reassurance that all confidential information remains protected after the device leaves the office. So that's the story of their office security. What's yours? The good news is that this company has just appointed Canon, and they provide end-to-end office security solutions. That will help Carla address all these issues. She can quickly and easily get the expert support she needs to safeguard their systems and ensure data privacy. Whatever the size of your business or your risk appetite, you can find out more about the risks to your office security and Canon solutions by browsing the links at the end of this video. Best do it now and prevent your sensitive information from walking out the door.